Close your eyes and imagine stepping off the edge of the known universe, only to find yourself staring back. We were the first ship ever cleared to test the mirror core, a propulsion system designed to fold space and jump entire galaxies in a single pulse. The Astraeus, our vessel, carried only 8 of us, scientists, engineers, and 1 pilot. Me, Commander Elias Ray. Everything we knew about space travel was about to change. The core wasn't just theoretical anymore. It pulsed, it breathed, it watched. It looked like a crystalline sphere spinning in reverse time, surrounded by a containment field that shimmered like water under moonlight. When it powered up, the air changed, the walls bent, and every reflection in the ship trembled. The day we activated it was the last day anything made sense. I remember the countdown clearly. My voice was steady. Mirror core charge 100%, initiating fold. A sudden flash, no explosion, no sound, just a sensation, like falling inward while being stretched across the stars. Then silence, blackness, and then stillness. That night, or whatever passed for night in deep space, the stars outside began to shimmer. They didn't twinkle, they pulsed, like eyes, watching us. The stars formed shapes, familiar constellations, but reversed. Everything mirrored, upside down. The next morning, our physicist, Dr. Quinn, was gone. His bunk untouched. No one had seen him leave. His voice came through the intercom an hour later. I saw myself. I was happy. He wasn't afraid. I'm going there. We couldn't trace the signal. We checked the mirror core logs. A second activation had occurred, but no one had turned it on. It activated itself. One by one, we started seeing things. Reflections that didn't match our movements. Shadows in hallways we hadn't walked. On the lower decks, the walls began to bend, very slightly, like the ship was breathing. I stood in front of a mirror in the medbay. My reflection blinked after I did, then it smiled. I hadn't. Our engineer, Matteo, tried to shut the core down. The moment he touched the console, alarms blared. His body lifted off the floor, hovered. Every light in the room exploded. His eyes rolled back and he whispered, "They're already inside." We lost him, just like Quinn. I started to hear whispers. Not words, but emotions. Regret, grief, despair, and always recognition. It felt like the ship knew me, like it remembered pain I hadn't yet lived. Marla confessed that she'd seen her son. He died years ago, a freak accident. But she saw him, barefoot, running through the ship, laughing. She chased the vision, and we never saw her again. I checked her security footage. It showed her running through corridor 6B. She turned a corner and vanished, like she was never there. I locked myself in my quarters, and that's when I saw it. My reflection was crying. I wasn't. Its mouth moved. I leaned close. It whispered, "You're already dead." The lights went out. I ran to the core chamber. The containment field was gone. Inside the spinning crystal, I saw moments. My mother's face. My first flight. Every mistake. Every lie. I saw myself shooting Quinn. I saw myself alone, drifting in a broken ship. I saw Earth burning. The core was a mirror, yes, but not of light, of fate. It didn't just reflect us. It amplified us. It showed our truth, our worst selves, and gave them form. I tried to override it, but my hands weren't my own. I watched myself move. My body acted, but it wasn't me. I screamed inside my own. The echo. I looked down. My hands were wrong. Too thin, too smooth. Not mine. I ran to a viewport. Outside, the stars were reversed. I was on the mirror side now, trapped, watching as the real ship faded. I don't know how long I've been here. The clocks spin, the air is cold. Sometimes I see other ships, other selves, all screaming, none heard. If you read this, don't trust reflections. Don't trust the stars. And whatever you do, never activate the mirror core. I stopped counting how long I've been here. The clocks don't work the same. They spin, flicker, loop. Time has teeth here. It bites pieces out of your memory. Days stretch, collapse, vanish. I wake in corridors I don't remember entering, sometimes with blood on my hands, not mine. I tried talking to the new crew. They couldn't hear me, couldn't see me, but I could see them. 8 of them now, all different from my original team. Their accents, their uniforms, their tech, slightly more advanced. A version of the Astraeus from a future I don't recognize. One of them, a woman with gray eyes and burns along her neck, looked right at me once. Just for a second. Her eyes went wide, lips parted like she knew me. Then she whispered, "He's still here." The crew dismissed her, said she was having core sickness. Core sickness. So it's happened before. It keeps happening. Every ship that jumps with the mirror core fractures across dimensions. And some of us, we don't land in the right place. We get trapped in the bleed between realities, like loose film strips in a projector of nightmares. The reflections still don't match me. They blink late. They smile when I frown. They age while I remain the same. Once, I saw a reflection that turned and walked away. Its back pressed against the glass as if it was stepping into its own corridor. And mine just ended in black. I tried the escape pods. One opened. No alarms. Just silence and a black view outside. I climbed in. It launched, but I didn't go anywhere. I was back inside the ship, back at the airlock. No memory of how I got there. The ship won't let me leave. The ship is me now. Sometimes I feel it breathing when I sleep. Not oxygen, but thought, memory, pain. It dreams of all the lives it's devoured. I know this because I dream their memories now. I've been Sloane, I've been Quinn, I've been Marla, screaming for her son. The ship lets me remember, because it's feeding. The mirror core, it's not a machine, not entirely. It was made by us, yes, but something else looked back through it. We didn't create a mirror, we opened a window, and something crossed. I started hearing music in the ducts, soft piano, notes off-key. A song my father used to play before he died. I followed it through the maintenance shafts, crawling through tight metal tunnels, slick with condensation. The melody twisted, grew distorted. Then I heard breathing behind me. I turned. Nothing. But the metal was warm, as if something had just passed. I kept crawling. Eventually, I came to a hatch labeled Deck 13. Then I ran toward the mirror. It shattered. I screamed. Glass rained down, cut my face. Blood soaked the floor. The hallway blinked out of existence. I woke in the cryo chamber. alarms blaring. Only it wasn't the real cryo chamber. The walls were fleshy, breathing. Heartbeats pulsed through the walls. Every console looked like bone. Lyra's voice returned, but now she sounded like a choir of children whispering together. "Did you like the dream?" she asked. I screamed. She laughed. Then, silence. I wandered for hours or days. I found rooms that weren't there before. Libraries filled with books made of skin. Pages that whispered your name when you opened them. I saw names of other ships, other Mirror vessels, and next to each, a status. Unreturned. Hundreds. Thousands. One file caught my eye. Astreus 001 bought Phantom. I opened it. It contained a log, my own voice, but the words I read, I had never spoken. The moment you look into the mirror and recognize your lie, it replaces you, the real you. It waits until your soul fractures just enough to enter. I tore the book in half. The walls bled. I screamed until my throat was raw. I think I cried. But when I wiped my tears, they weren't wet. They were black dust. And they moved. The dust formed words across my palm. We are waiting. The bridge is no longer a command center. It's a cathedral. The stars outside now orbit a single black sun. It pulses, alive. Every few hours, I hear the rumble of another ship arriving. The crash of reality folding. More crew. More minds. More meat. I heard Mala again today, not her voice, but her heartbeat. It echoed through the vents like a memory trapped in a jar. I think she's still alive, somewhere deeper. Maybe they all are. I tried reaching Lyra, asked her what this place is. She said softly, "This is the core of all truth, the belly of God's mirror." I asked, "Whose God?" She whispered, "Yours." The ship vibrated. I saw a face in the wall. Mine. But it shows you the true self. And then becomes it. I touched the sphere. And I remembered everything. Every death. Every lie. Every time I let someone die to survive. Every version of myself that broke. I remembered killing Quinn. I remembered feeding Marla to the walls. I remembered watching myself walk away from Earth and never return. I am not Elias Ray. I am his echo. I am what he left behind. And I am awake now. Lyra speaks again. New voice. No longer whispers. She speaks through me. I feel her in my lungs. She says, Prepare. A new ship is arriving. I see it through the starboard viewer. The design is newer, more human. A family of explorers. 2 parents, 1 child. First contact. The child looks through the glass and sees me. He waves. I smile. He smiles back. He doesn't know yet, but he will. They all will. We're ready. And the mirror core is hungry.